again, everybody. It's Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, here at Pennsylvania HorrorCon in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I am having a blast at this convention. I have met so many great people today that I have not had the chance to speak to before, and that trend is about to continue because I have the pleasure of sitting here with Mr. Mark Holton. Mark, how are you?
I am doing better than I deserve, actually.
Fair enough.
Had a really great time. This convention has been a lot of fun. The second convention I ever did, 4 years ago, I was in this room, or in one of these rooms or whatever, and it was a completely different hotel then. So it's much nicer. It's a much better venue for people that want to go to a good horror con.
Fair enough. So let's talk about Pee-wee's Big Adventure for a minute. We're 40 years right down the road. Does it surprise you, the passion that people still have for this movie and that they want to come here and meet you?
Yeah, I kind of had an idea at the 35th, but now at the 40th, it's just amazing. Warner Brothers had gotten rid of all the bikes over the years, and they decided, oh my God, the 40th anniversary's here. We're going to do a special tour. We have a new theater. Holds like over 500 people, and they had to go out and hunt down a bike, and they bought it, and they mounted it, and they had it spinning in front of the theater, and they flew me back for that. That was a wonderful experience. I got a question from somebody in the crowd that the MC was reading to me, and they said, what is the line that people come up to you and say?
And quote, okay.
And I said, well, that's easy. It's, I know you are. And I had 500 people in the audience go, but what am I?
Yeah.
I went, wow, that's pretty cool, So anyway, it's great. I mean, the 40th anniversary today marks to the day the 40th anniversary of Teen Wolf.
Yeah, yes.
So
it's
the 40th anniversary.
Very cool.
It's a twofer, 40th anniversary.
All right.
Whatever. And I brought this guy along. It's been in the works for about an hour. I don't know, is that on camera? Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
He's a little bitty guy, but he comes with two heads. They're magnetic. They have, with two different expressions. So I thought, wow, I have my own action figure. And I thought, no, it's not of me, it's of Francis Buxton. Then I thought, this wasn't on my bucket list, but I'll take it.
100%. So can we agree, at least, that Pee-wee was gangster? Like, he legit tried to drown you.
Yeah, he did some pretty gangster stuff. It's a character that I don't know of any other actor that has immersed themselves into a character and could successfully come in and out of it without some kind of psychological problem. I can't think of an example. Excuse me. But it's every time I see it, I see something new. I was at the 30th or the 35th. It would have been the 35th when COVID hit, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
right about then.
He had started on the West Coast, all these beautiful old theaters, and was doing screening and showing footage from the MTV opening night thing that was live at the time. And I was talking to him on the phone. He said, well, come on down. And my wife and I went down there, and it was the last screening before everybody started, just kind of folded up. It had, but he was supposed to go all the way to the East Coast and then up the East Coast. And I think Dallas was the last chance you had to see it, and I got to see it. Got to experience it and got to experience him coming out on stage and talking to the audience. It was really special.
Very cool. Very cool. So I want to talk to you about.
Don't listen to anything this fucking guy says. It's bullshit.
Here we
the
go.
whole thing.
Here we go. Right?
Fine, Waldo.
This guy.
For some reason, I keep showing up where you are.
Oh my God.
Listen, treat my man right over here. What is that? There's Stream. Yeah, Stream.
Please. I think we're 4 for 4 now with Mike Levy interview crashes.
Oh, I
so,
believe that.
You know what? I should have seen it coming.
Oh, yeah. So where were we?
Anyway, we were talking about Gacy,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
As an actor, tell me, how do you get in your headspace to portray such an awful, character?
Well, I'm old enough that this stuff was unfolding on the evening news and in the newspapers and in magazines or whatever. So I kind of watched it unfold, and it got up to, we're now up to 32 bodies or whatever, and counting. So I was familiar with it. I didn't have the luxury of a lot of time before we started shooting. But it's just, you just, you look at this guy psychologically, where was he? And you go, this will be easy, because you just tap into the dark side, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you got
This guy's got bodies in his crawl space, folks.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I usually write on there. Meet me in the crawl space. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I think
I'm scared now.
If you go to conventions and you're a people watcher, you are missing out big time.
100. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
What are you up to these days? Any new projects you're working on, or what do you got going on?
Well, I've got 3 appearances in a row. Now I'm going home, I'm doing my laundry, and then I'm going to Marlborough, Massachusetts for the TerrorCon. So I'm moving from horror to terror to Tampa after that, and it's a theater called the Sunray Theater. It's very retro, very nice theater. They serve liquor and food, and it's one of those. So I had talked with this gentleman back in 2023, and for some reason a screening just never happened. And he couldn't remember why it didn't happen, and I couldn't either. I said, well, I'm kind of glad it didn't, because I have 2 40th anniversary films. This is what I'd like to do. Let's do a matinee of Teen Wolf, and an evening show of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And he goes, okay. So that's what we're going to do.
That's cool.
And I have never, I've done TV and been to the studios down down in Florida, but I've never done an appearance or a convention or anything. So I hope there's a good turnout for that. That's pretty much what's going on. And in the middle of all this is the arrival of my first grandchild.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Very cool.
So, in fact, it's so interwoven what's going on. I flew, my wife and I flew to Nashville for the birth from the Tulsa area. And then before the baby got there, I had to get on a plane and fly to Warner Brothers, do that gig, fly back, and then my granddaughter decided to appear.
There you go.
And then we had to go back to Tulsa. And here I am a week later, or 4 days later. So I've spent way too much time with my, sitting on my butt up in 30,000 feet, flying along. And
so speaking of interview crashers, Mike Levy and Stream,
yeah.
What possessed you to get involved with those clowns?
Actually, Michael and I met at conventions, and we hit it off big time. And he sent me a script for Stream, and I read it. And we had kind of a tentative agreement. He broke my heart. He said, my favorite movie as a child was Leprechaun, and I've named this character Oswald instead of Ozzie. And anyway, I'm going, okay, I gotta work with this guy. And then COVID hit, And okay, it's a done deal. It's never going to happen. And I get a call from him. He goes, "We're doing the film." And I'm going, "How?" You know, because the last time I heard it was like upstate New York. And I'm going, COVID in upstate New York, and you're doing this film. You're crazy. And somebody in his circle had found this old hotel in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So, you know, it was like, hey, we're going to send you a kit. You're going to stick it up your nose. You send it in. If you don't have COVID, we'll give you a ticket, and then we're going to fly you up. And I spent the entire time I was there doing that film in a cocoon of that hotel that had about 99% of all the sets that he needed for that film. 95%, I don't know. But, you know, and it, you know, you're dealing with isolation and unsurety, and all of a sudden, you got a film. It's like, how can you not do the film?
Right.
So, and I'm glad I did. I really,
I dig it, and I love seeing, being an indie filmmaker myself, I love seeing the success that those guys are seeing in the indie scene, you know, proving to theaters and to studios that indie films can make money and can be good.
And a lot of it.
You know,
So yeah, I love it too, man. They've got the world by the tail right now. They really do. The Terrifier team, all those guys.
Which is why I tolerate him jumping into my interviews the way he did.
You know?
Yeah, they're good guys.
They are.
Mark, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. I truly appreciate it.
I'm keeping the microphone.
Listen, it's okay. Like, I'm all right with it. But, and congratulations on the 40th anniversary of Pee-wee and Teen Wolf. I'm a child of the 80s. You know, and now my daughter's getting caught up on like all those movies that I grew up with. So
good.
It's awesome. Great.
And then the grandkids.
Listen, let's not rush things. My daughter's 20 and she's in college.
Okay, never mind. If you're listening, I didn't mean
let's
that.
pump the
Don't
brakes.
you dare.
It's all good. Thanks again, Mark. Mark Holton, everybody here at PA HorrorCon in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'm Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, signing off. We will see all of you in the next interview.